Hello, my friends and followers. I'm so glad you tuned back in. This is my dog Angel. She will be in the background of the video in her little squeaking, noise-making kind of basket. And she's making quite some noises in the background, so don't worry about it. It's just my dog Angel here. And we're gonna move through today through 7 bird poses, a flow that gets you through 7 bird poses, different bird poses. And I love birds because, I mean, who doesn't like birds? They're strong, they're elegant, they fly, but they're also very gentle. There's different kinds of birds. You know, there's the ones that prey and they're, hunters, and there's some really soft and gentle ones like the pigeon. So we're gonna move through all kinds of different bird poses, and it is challenging, and so I rather would like you to practice this if you're an intermediate or advanced practitioner. And you see me even in one of the poses, I fail, I can't do it, but I'm working on it. It's not about that you're perfect in the poses. It's about attempting the poses, watching your mind. What is your mind doing if you can't do it? If you fail, maybe you don't come into the full expression. Does that matter? No, because we're practicing. And practice is in the word a practice. You don't have to be perfect. So it's okay. You get the full benefit of the pose, even if you have to adjust or can't make it all the way. Watch your mind. Watch how you feel. Maybe you're getting frustrated, or maybe you're very happy. That's okay. Stay balanced in this very elegant spring bird flowing class. See you on the mat, sitting on your mat actually. Today we're going to start in a butterfly pose, and we're going to just swing our legs like a butterfly. Deep breaths, just letting go, coming to the mat, just becoming present. Slowly flying away and just up and down those legs. And let go more. Don't hold on to any tension. Become aware of your facial muscles. That should be very relaxed. If you're holding on anything in your hips, if you're holding your breath, quit it. Deep breaths. Deep breath. Deepening your breath. Coming to your practice onto your mat and just letting go. Sitting up nice and tall. So your core is a little bit engaged, your back muscles are engaged, but everything else should just fly and relax. Very nice. Come to a still point. And remember, during this practice, I encourage everyone to either practice the Jesus prayer, which I have a tutorial on my channel, or to inhale light and exhale darkness. Let's come to the front of our mat. Let's stand up. Let's try to stand up without using the arms. So you put down your legs about hip distance apart. You put your hands to the front, back straight. Move up and you stand up. Very nice. So come to the front of your mat. Feel the 4 corners of your feet on the floor. Maybe wiggle your toes up and down. Spread them a little bit. Tuck in your tailbone down. Tuck in your belly. Shoulders draw back. Make yourself tall, wide, open. Strong but still relaxed. We're finding that balance today. Strength and relaxation. One more time, inhale. And we're going to exhale. We're going to inhale and come onto the top of our toes. Just here staying already, holding this balance. Try to hold it. Maybe looking at one point in front of you. Deep breath, and you lower down. Put your weight to the heels. Feel it, how it feels. The weight on the heels. Your core has to already work here to keep the balance. And then come back up onto the tippy toes. Broaden your chest. Tailbone tucking under. Deep breath. One more inhale and exhale, and we're going to come last time back onto our heels. Feel the weight on your heels, and then rise up one more time, becoming very tall. Very nice. From here, we're going to bend our knees, or at least try to bend your knees, and stay on your toes if you can, and come here, hold that balance. This is already hard. It's not easy to hold your balance. Really engaging your core, tailbone is tucking down. And try with a balance to rise up again without putting heels down. Up, tall, and put yourself down. Very nice. Maybe turn your feet around and stretch them out just for a second. One leg and then the other leg. Just stretching them out. We're going to try this one more time. I'm stepping a little bit back because I don't want to fly into my plant. So one more time, get your focal point, and your feet should be now maybe hip width apart. Rise up onto the toes. Come bend your knees. Draw in your belly. Your core has to really be engaged here to hold this. Now very much straighten up your back, get your hands behind, and then come forward. Come forward as much as you can with a straight back still on your toes. This is the drinking bird. Deep breaths. Deep breaths. Core engaged. Maybe come down just a little bit. Now, try to straighten, stay here with your body and try to straighten just your legs. Fly. Straight back. Hands to the back. Stay on your tippy toes. Slowly rise up. Stay here and then sit yourself down. Very nice. Weight back onto the heels. Spread your toes wide. Pick the toes up and down. Maybe stretching out your feet. They really had to work here a little bit. And bend them. Very nice. We're gonna come hip width apart with the legs. Bend them down and come into a Malasana pose. Really straightening out your back here. Really, your tailbone is pointing down. Your core is very engaged. And you're trying to really straighten out your back. Now, if you cannot sit back down like this, you do have to maybe stay up here. This is harder. Or you can place a pillow underneath the backs of your feet. Opening up. Deep breath. And this is such a good pose, especially if you're sitting a lot at a desk. Wonderful to stay here for a little bit. One more time, deep breath. And we're going to exhale and place maybe our hands onto the floor if you can reach them, if not to your calves, and then bend forward. And then place your weight back into the heels and then come more to the front. Feel how it feels. Placing your weight more to the front. Very nice. See if you're not getting scared. Deep breaths. Straighten out your back, look forward, and one more time, come into a Malasana pose. See that your knees are pointing the same direction as your feet are, very straight back. Inhale and exhale. One more inhale. And one more time, moving forward, bending forward. Very nice. Belly's really drawn in. Get your weight a little bit more forward. It's okay if you're also up here or you're hanging here, holding your opposite elbows. That's fine too. Now I want you to look up, back straight, really the shoulder back. Really drawn in your belly. Don't sink in here. Really draw in your belly. And then come forward. We're not going to come into Malasana. Get your legs maybe a little bit shorter apart. And we're going to come into a crow pose. So first thing we want to do is just try to get your armpits over those legs. This might be already challenging, but this is a good preparation. So try to keep still. Your back is a little bit around it, but you're still trying to get length. And then we're going to place our hands down, move forward, and then don't worry if you can't do a crow pose yet. You just place your weight forward, and you can still stay down here and just hold this pose. This is wonderful if you're just preparing, and maybe you can lift up one leg. Breathe here, placing it down, and maybe the other leg. And it's scary to look towards the floor and to have your balance towards the floor. Put your feet one more time down. And next we're going to come into a crow pose. This was just a preparation, but if you like to stay at this level and just practice here. Shifting the weight, maybe lifting up one leg or the other. So one more time, hands, knees come into armpit or as much as you can. Move forward and then come into a crow pose. Lift up. Hold here. Maybe grow a little bit taller. No matter where you are, maybe you can shoot your legs back or you come down and step back. It doesn't matter. I'm going to shoot my legs back. So we're going to meet into a plank, into an upward facing dog. And we're going to open up our shoulder, looking over the shoulder, looking over the other shoulder, and come to our first downward facing dog. Now bend one knee, the other knee. Really stretch out your back here. So I'm going to place my belly, I'm going to try to place on my thighs because this is really, and I have to press out here. So really straightening out your back. We're not going to stay here for long, but just a little bit to try to get length again. And then maybe you can straighten out your legs. Deep breaths. Loosening up your head. Maybe shaking your head from side to side. Saying yes and no. And coming forward with your right leg into a low lunge. Feel free to pad your knee if you have to. We're going to come here, sitting up tall. Still the belly very much engaged here, very engaged. So tailbone tucking under, belly drawn in a lot. Raise up your arms. And come down. And we're going to move through a vinyasa, leg back, and moving through upward facing dog into a downward facing dog. And then stepping the left leg to the front, setting the leg down, opening up, belly drawn in, tailbone tucked under. Stay here, or you can lift your arms. Growing taller. Placing your hands to the front, come forward, step forward, both legs, forward fold. Rise up, inhale. And exhale. One more time, inhale. Exhale. Moving forward. Inhale, lift your chest up. Get your feet a little bit apart and come into crow pose. Or just the preparation of it, it doesn't matter. Deep breath, step back or jump back. Upward facing dog to a downward facing dog. Step your right leg to the front. Now high lunge, stay here. Rising up your arms, very nice. Your back leg should be straightening out, your belly is drawn in, tailbone tucked under. Stay up here, but your hands come in front of the heart. Then maybe you can place one elbow onto your leg and come here. You can stay here or you can shift the back leg, which is the left one, facing the back of the mat, the side of the mat. Deep breaths, your pinky finger should turn down. So you're helping your shoulder here a little bit. Very nice. Draw back your arm and you either stay one more time, come back in here, maybe swing your arm around and come back one more time into the pose, or try to bind. First though, maybe you stay here and you can open up your chest here, this is good, or you can come underneath and bind, opening up your chest. Very nice. Come up, rise up, warrior two. Looking forward and come to vinyasa. Really warming up that body, opening up into a downward facing dog, and pretty much immediately stepping forward with the left leg. Come up here, high lunge. First, having your arms on top. Reaching up. Belly drawn and tailbone tucked under. One more deep breath. Placing the left elbow onto the left knee and then drawing in your arm over the head, close to the ear, and your pinky should be turning in. You stay here or you turn facing your foot forward. Opening up here. Maybe even looking up. You can, one more time, swing that arm around and up. And you stay here one more time, or you can try to bind. Maybe just placing that arm behind your back and opening up your chest, or you go into a full bind. Opening up that chest. Two more deep breaths. Coming up. Very nice. Stepping up. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, arms down. And I have to step back a little bit. Inhale up, get your feet width apart and come into crow pose. Hold it here. Shoot the legs back or step back, no matter where. We're going to meet in plank, upward facing dog to a downward facing dog. One deep breath. stepping forward, the right leg, come into a high lunge. I'm going to move forward here. So get your leg turned out. You either stay here one more time and stay in this pose and really opening up. Otherwise, you can try to bind underneath, and then you step the back leg forward. Big step. And I'm going to turn around so you can see better. Stay where you are, and you're going to come up. Rise up. Look at one point. Stay here. If you feel ready, you can straighten up your leg. Bird of paradise. Smile. Come slowly down and then turn around. And then try to step that leg back again. Opening up that chest. Come into a warrior two. Cartwheel your arms. Move through your vinyasa. Upward facing dog to a downward facing dog. Looking forward, step forward. The leg turns, come up. Either stay here, looking into the palm of your hands if you can, pinky toe down. You can cartwheel your arm around. That feels good for your shoulder. And always open up that chest here. Or you can attempt a bind. Opening up. Now, the left leg, the right leg steps forward. I want it facing you. Check. If you can come up. If not, you can also stay here and just try your balance. Rise up. Stay here. If you're ready, stretch. Bird of paradise. Deep breaths. Calming your mind. You should be too busy thinking about the pose instead of anything else. Slowly come down. Place your foot gently down. Step back. Opening up that bind. Cartwheel your arms up. Warrior two. And then come down, flow through in vinyasa. Upward facing dog to a downward facing dog. Now step or hop forward, however you like. And have your feet hip width apart. Lower your belly down. One more time, Malasana, really straightening out your back here. Take a rest. Maybe heart rate is up and going. Smile. Feel happy. Feel in this moment. Whatever you have accomplished, no matter if it looked perfect or not, it was perfect. It was your practice. It was what you needed, and you got the full benefit of it if you embraced whatever happened. So if you fell out of it, it's okay. It's a practice. I fall out of it all the time too. So move forward. We're going to come one more time into Bakasana. And I might fall too. This time you try to straighten that leg. Straighten it. See, it's not always happening for me either. Step forward into Malasana. Maybe your crow was flying. Maybe not. Maybe it was like mine. It just didn't want to fly today. That's okay too. Move forward. Either crow pose, or you try to make the other side fly. And and it doesn't want to fly. But that's okay. You try. And it's strengthening you. And as I say before, you get the same benefit. Don't beat yourself up. I didn't make it. So what? This is a yoga practice. So one more time into just a regular crow. Very nice. Shoot your legs back. Opening up, upward facing dog into a downward facing dog. Now lift your right leg up. Opening up the hip, but stay as if you're in a downward facing dog. Very straight with your arms, with your upper body. And then we kind of come into a pigeon pose. So, very forward, maybe wiggle. Maybe you need to have a pillow here. I'm going to open up. So we're going to keep our hands to the side and really try to lift. You can float here just a little bit. Maybe open up a little bit more. Through just a gentle opening and flowing down and up. Check over your left shoulder if that back leg is straight and not having a sickle. Look forward. And you either stay here and come forward. I'm gonna draw my knee a little bit more out to the side so it's more parallel to the mat. And then I'm going to come forward very slow. You can stay here on your forearms or all the way down. Deep breaths. Feels so good. Slowly look up, rise up. One more time. My dog is snoring in the background. Maybe you're hearing her. Drawing that leg a little bit and grab the back leg if you can. Maybe just here, maybe in the elbow crease, and then turn forward. You can also go into full pigeon pose. We're just holding the arm. I'm just going to come into a mermaid. Release the tension from the back leg, becoming taller on every inhale. On every exhale, just let go more. And release. Come forward, plank through chaturanga, upward facing dog, into a downward facing dog. Lift that left leg, opening up the hip without twisting the upper body. The upper body stays like in a downward facing dog. Deep breath. Coming forward and gently placing that leg down. Maybe you need to place a pillow underneath your hip, that's okay. Make sure there's no sickle in the back ankle. And then we're going to rise up and make a wave and come down. Rise up, round your back a little bit. And down. One more time, up. And down. Now come up and stay up. Really opening up. Strength in your belly. To protect your back, you need to engage your core. Whatever doesn't need to be tensed up, let go, like your face. Maybe your shoulders are tensing up. Relax. Relax your leg. And then you can fold forward from here, or you get your leg more parallel, whatever your flexibility is. Be careful. And then come down onto forearms. Stay here or just release. Deep breath, really letting everything go. All the tensions on the exhale. One more deep breath. And slowly rise up, and then maybe draw that leg more. Turn around, and maybe you can grab the toe like this. This is good. Open up here. Maybe in your elbow crease. It's awesome. You can turn around here, or you can bind. Oh, it's so beautiful. Open up. Let go of the back leg. Let go of any tension. On every inhale, you grow taller, and every exhale, you just release more. One more deep inhale. One more time, deep exhale. Letting go, flowing through in vinyasa. Plank, you can always place your knees down if it's getting too much. Upward facing dog to a downward facing dog. From this downward facing dog, you jump forward or you step forward, but you're going to place your feet behind your hand, in front of your hands or to the side. So just up, and maybe you made it through a little bit further, or you step, it doesn't matter. Now, like a backpack, take that leg a little bit more over your shoulder if you can. And then lean back, look forward. And maybe this is good enough and you just trying to balance here. Maybe just pick up one leg, the other leg, maybe down here. That's already a balancing pose. You just saw it. And then if you can, you straighten up all of your legs into the crane. And maybe lift a little bit further. Beautiful. Fly. Graceful. One more deep breath. Opening up, maybe growing taller here. Maybe even more. And then placing your feet gently down. Unbind, forward fold. Rise up all the way. Growing taller. Exhale, hands to the side. Inhale, lift. Exhale, down. Just a normal vinyasa. Exhale, look up. Exhale. Place your weight a little bit forward, maybe into your hands. And you can step back from here or jump, whatever you like. Go through in vinyasa. Upward facing dog to downward facing dog. Deep breath. Maybe you want to walk your dog. Spread your fingers wide. Your back should be really straight. Rather have the knees bent than the back kind of crooked. Look forward. Weight forward. Hold your core here. Hold your core just as if you want to press up. Your core has to really work here. Now, stay here or turn your feet around. It's even tougher, but only if you can with your legs. Hold it here. Stretch out your toes. Turn them around and then step forward. So, we're going to come into a forward fold. Rise up all the way. I have to think about the transition. And hands to the side. Now, we're going to try a flying pigeon. So, you're going to place your right leg over that knee. And this might be already challenging with the balance and you're wiggling all over the place. That's fine. Bend your knees. Keep your back straight. If you don't want to attempt this pose, stay here. This is great. Working on your balance, working on hip opener. And slowly placing your hands down and really hugging the toes around the left arm, the left biceps, and really placing it as high as you can. Stay here. Forward. Go forward and then rise. Fly. Flying pigeon. Maybe a little bit higher, maybe more straight. Placing that leg down. From here, go through a vinyasa. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Look forward, jump forward or step. Inhale up, exhale down. Inhale, you rise up all the way. Exhale down. Standing up tall. Maybe your heartbeat is really up and going. Calm your breath. Stand here just for a second. Feel your feet grounded onto the floor. Let go of any tension. Then place your foot over the right thigh. And then move down. Balancing pose. Hands in front of your heart if you can. This might be good for you. Stay here. Slowly. Everything is with control. At least we try. Placing your hands down. Hugging that toe really tight around your right tricep. And then you slowly move forward. Lift. Stay here. Straighten. Hold it slowly. Core is totally engaged. Breathe. Drop that back leg. Move through in vinyasa. Upward facing dog. Into a downward facing dog. Deep breath. One more time. Raise up your right leg, opening up. Without opening up the upper body, really just stretching your hip here. And then you stay here, or you drop the back leg, straightening in and out the left, come into wild thing. Opening up. And move forward. We can all come into a three-legged dog. Place your foot down. Maybe adjust your stance so you're straight again. And then lifting up your left leg. Opening up that hip. Your upper body is faced towards the front. And then if you can, drop into wild thing, opening up quite a lot. Deep breaths. Moving back into a three-legged dog. Placing that leg down, adjust so you're in a downward facing dog. Place your knees down. Rest into a child's pose. Getting your arms to the back. And then move the arms forward. So your shoulders are totally relaxed. Deep breath, just letting go. Let everything sink in. And it's okay. Sometimes things happen, sometimes they don't. Some poses work one day and they don't really work well on the next day. That's okay too. Slowly roll up. Move forward. Move forward. And let's do some cat-cows. Really releasing the tensions of all the poses. So round your back. On the inhale, straighten up. Cow and cat pose. Exhale, rounding. Inhale, straightening. One more time, rounding. Inhale, straightening. Now the right arm stretches up. Deep breaths here. This pose is always a little bit difficult for me. I really have to engage my core here. And then place your arm underneath, down, palm facing up. Place your ear to the floor. And then you either can stay here or you can bind. Opening up quite a lot, relaxing. One more deep breath. Undo the bind. Place your left hand down, press up, and stretch up one more time, opening up that side. Place the right leg, hand down, opening up with the left hand, stretch up. Stay here. And then thread through that needle, palm facing up, coming all the way down, placing your ear to the floor. Stay here or bind. Letting everything go. Your arms have worked hard. Your upper body has worked hard. Here we release all the tensions. So nice. One more deep breath. Placing your hand down, coming up on your hands again, and you're going to move through and slide through into a cobra. Ah, very nice. Stay here with your hands onto the floor. And then if you can, Shavasana, lift up your legs and maybe interlacing those hands behind your back, really opening up those shoulders, opening up the back, strengthening your back. Deep breath, hold here. You don't want to go up as much. Concentrate on the length, especially of your legs. Your toes should be touching, or your feet at least, and you're opening up those shoulders. Release. Come into the cobra. Place your feet a little bit apart. Upward facing dog. Into child's pose, this time having the hands in front and really stretching out the arms. If you can, come onto the fingertips. Still release your shoulders. There shouldn't be any tension. Slowly rise up and sit yourself down, placing your feet together. Remember the butterfly pose from the beginning. One more time, we're gonna fly, just like a little butterfly. Straightening out your back quite a lot. Become taller. Deep breath. Flap up and down. So good, releasing any kind of tensions. And then come to still stand. Maybe You just gently want to open up just a little bit the thighs more. Maybe you put your elbows into the thighs to open them up there more. And then you move forward. Or you can also, whatever feels better. If you have a round back, that's good. You can also always stay here. Or you can come up with it straight back, come forward, stretch forward. Release more, let go more, release all tensions, deep breaths, whatever feels best to you. Deep breaths, just releasing, letting go more. No matter where you are in this position, slowly come up. And then we're going to turn around, lay onto our back, but you're not going to drop yourself. We're going to engage that core, draw on that belly, placing your hands in front, and slowly, with control, placing yourself gently, engaging that core, down. Release. We're going to come into Shavasana. Maybe wiggle your toes from side to side to release any tensions. You can really inhale. On the exhale, release with your mouth open, the air. Letting go more. One more time. And then come to a still point. The noises is my dog. Looking. Angel. Stop it. And we're gonna just sink deeper into the mat. Release more tensions. Rest. We worked so hard. Now it's time to let go and take the rest. Don't worry, I will let you know when we're going to come out of this Shavasana. Just relax. Slowly deepening your breaths. You can always stay longer into a longer Shavasana if you need it. I like to roll out my ankles here, inward and outward. Your feet were working quite a bit today, so just turn them. Stretch up very tall, draw in your belly a lot towards the floor, really stretching out. And draw in your knees, which feels wonderful. Wiggle maybe from side to side if that feels good for you. I like to roll up and down. Do that if that feels good for you. And I always like the control here to not placing my toes down. That means I'm having my core engaged. One more time. Up and down, and if you have been laying, just roll to the side, come up. I like to stretch one more time to the side, so I'm going to lift my left arm and then both butt cheeks on the floor. Come to the side, stretch to the side, Really opening up that chest. Maybe look down and maybe look up. Come to the middle and to the other side. One more time. Stretch up tall. Move to the side. Both butt cheeks stay on the floor. Really opening up that chest. Make sure it's not rounded. It's open. Stretch the arm tall. And then maybe you look down. Releasing the tensions in the neck. And maybe you look up. And to the middle. And come up. And I hope you enjoyed this flying bird class. You know, we are inspired through the spring, so I hope you enjoyed this. You worked through it, you became sweaty like I did, and you were working hard, but you also released and relaxed. There was no time to think of a shopping list or anything else. So I hope you enjoyed this, and you will come back either to this video or any other on my channel.